reason people lose on the 1v1 court on 2K26 is from chronic over dribbling. People playing like they got hydration hero from possession 1, and then they gonna act all confused when they got no stam and they brick some wide open ish. Talk about some, where'd my adrenaline go, bro? On the 1v1 court, you really don't need hella combos. You don't. What you need is reliable animations with simple triggers. What do I mean by triggers is the animations that you use to get open. So you don't dribble to dribble, you dribble to get open. And that's exactly why I'm making this video actually. It's my exact animations that I use to get wide open. That along with why these animations work, why I do them, and how to pull them on command, because you will see there's a lot of caveats when it comes to angles and stuff like that. For context, if you can't tell already, I am a gold plate on this build, and I got to gold plate strictly by playing ones. So a lot of theater ones went into this build. I mean, I think I played 160 games in the theater and won 120. I'll put up a screenshot somewhere. Now, stage doesn't really count because in stage you don't get no rep. like plate rep. So this was all done in the 1v1s on the theater. This is actually the MJ build I posted the other day, so if you need any more proof that is valid, because I think when I posted the video it still looked like a black plate, so there you go. So in this vid I'm gonna show you all my sigs, how to trigger the moves, a little dribble tutorial that will actually get you open so you don't look like a damn CPU. You know, I'm gonna catch y'all in the mic court. Now my people, here are my sigs. I've taken off the face cam so you can really see everything. Now everybody has their favorite sigs, but I break down my sigs in families to make it easier to understand. Each family has a job. Some of them shift lanes, some of them create space for you, some of them change the rhythm. If you trigger the right animation at the right angle, you score efficiently without wasting adrenaline, which again is the point of this whole video. It is a video for people who have 86 ball handles, so the taller guards. You want a video for smaller guards or 6'9s or whatever. This is mainly tailored towards 6'6s through 6'8s who have that 86 ball handle. You want a video for 6'9s and above, or 6'4s and below, 6'5s and below, I don't know. Let me know, I'll get on that. Like I said, the first family is the lane shifting moves, the lane shifters. These are the moves that put you ahead of your defender by switching lanes. Since I don't have a controller cam, just look at the clock I put on screen, okay? Just look at the clock. That's how you'll know where to flick the stick. So remember, if the ball's in your left hand, it'll be a certain way. If it's in your right hand, it'll be a different way. Everything in this video will mirror that rule. So first move is the Lonzo ball crossover. It's the staple. The staple is the Lonzo cross. How do you trigger this move? While running or walking, doesn't really matter, like jogging. You flick the right stick diagonally up. If the ball's in your left hand, you flick to 2 o'clock like this. And if it's in your right hand, you flick to 10 o'clock like that. Why is this move so good? It doesn't look flashy by itself, but in a dribble chain, you chain moves together and end with a Lonzo cross, it will open up a crazy amount of space, and that's why you see me use it constantly. From 24 to 26, the Lonzo cross has been that move, man. I don't know who originated it, but shiz, bro, it's cold. Move 2 is the cross launch. Now the cross launch you get will depend on your dribble style. For me right now, I'm using Zach LaVine, as you had seen in the animations tab. So if you got 75 speed with ball, use Zach LaVine. If you have 86, go with Shea. It's a faster animation, but it's still good with Zach LaVine. So if the ball's in your left hand, flick the right stick upright between 12 and 3, and if it's in your right hand, flick your right stick up left between 9 and 12. So first we'll do 12 and 3, right? You flick your right stick up to between 12 and 3, so you'll get this crossover animation. The moment the ball switches hand, you run the opposite direction. It's good because nobody really uses a cross launch in this game, but if you're right here, you cross launch to the corner, you could get an easy faded 3. Look, you can even cross launch like that, fade in 3, it'll be open. Next move in the lane shifting tab is the momentum behind the back. Now I believe in walking before running, so if you want to do a regular behind the back, okay, all you're doing is, if the ball's in your left hand, you hit R2 and you point your right stick diagonally down right, so opposite ball hand. you get it behind the back, okay? Point your right stick diagonally down left or diagonally down right, depending on the hand. So if it's in your left, it's right. If it's in your right, it's left. Do the momentum, you hit R2 and flick both sticks diagonally down to the opposite ball hand. Now, the cool thing is you can do it even standing still. As you can see, with both hands, you can do it standing still. If the ball's in your left, flick to 5 o'clock. If it's in your right, flick to 7 o'clock, okay? Refer to the clock again. So 5, left, 7, right. Now, without R2, you'll just get a normal behind the back. With R2, you'll get the momentum version, which carries you closer to the basket. I like chaining this move out of a snatchback, and it gets me open. So I'll try to trigger it right now. You can see, and boom, even then you got the Lonzo Ball crossover too. See, I'm gonna teach you how to do that, but just stick around, okay? I'm just teaching you the foundation, the bricks, the building blocks of every move, so eventually you can even make your own combos. Now, this is the last in the lane switching tab. So this is another one that will just push you forward, okay? Lane switching. This is your first combo. It's gonna be made up of parts of things that we've already covered, and then we're gonna add one more, which is the breakdown combo, okay? So the breakdown combo is, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a breakdown combo into a snatchback into a behind the back. If you put them all together, the whole combo for the last lane switcher, it looks something like this, okay? So we're gonna go through it together now. So to do the first move, which is the breakdown combo you saw, you hold R2 and flick straight up to 12 o'clock. You'll get this whole animation, see? Then to do the snatchback by itself, you hold R2, flick straight down to 6 o'clock, and you'll get this snatchback. Then to do the behind the back, like we've already talked about, point both sticks opposite ball hand, right? So both sticks diagonal opposite ball hand, and you'll get the behind the back. Now, this chain is like a mini play on its own. You can shoot off it or keep flowing into even more dribble moves, right? The key to this chain, by the way, you immediately trigger the snatchback the moment you see that first bounce. When that first bounce hits is when you do it. So one bounce, snatchback, behind the back, Lonzo, dunk. And that wraps up the lane switching family. We're gonna get into a few more combos and you'll see how it works. The next family is the space creators. These are the moves that give you separation for a shot, a drive, a three, a mid-range. Keep your eyes on the clock since I don't have a controller cam, but remember, it's angle dependent. It'll be according to the hand your ball is in, okay? So the first space creator is the KD go-to shot, the cheesy move. How you trigger it, hold R2, flick your right stick straight up to 12 o'clock. Don't hold it too long or you'll get the full shot animation like this. Boom, see, that's KD's go-to shot. What you wanna do is wait for it to get to the point where he runs out. That's where you want it to stop, okay? Right where you get that run out is where you want it to end. That's all you need from it. How I use it is the moment I see that run out, I'll chain it to my Lonzo Ball cross, if you remember again, like so. And you'll get a wide open mid-range off the KD go-to shot. You see that? KD, boom, Lonzo, fade. But the cool thing is you can also go for a dunk. I'm telling you, these moves are really chainable. So you can decide, do I want a three? Do I want a mid-range? What type of point do I want to score right here, see? Now, I'm not going to keep on telling you how to do these older moves. You should know by now. Lonzo Ball, the ball's on my left, 2 o'clock, right? 10 o'clock, right? So 2, boom. Lonzo. Second move is called a walk back. It looks a little something like this. You get different animations, as you can see. Regardless of whatever, you get different walk back animations. How you trigger it is by aiming your left stick down to 6 o'clock and at the same time flicking your right stick up to 12, okay? So that's how you get it. Same time, just flick it up and you'll get different walk. You can't trigger a specific walk back. It's just dependent on, it's gonna cycle through those animations. If you remember the KD go-to shot we just did, you can actually walk back out of that. So when the moment you see that, you can walk back. See, out the KD. Let go of if you want to do the KD walk back, remember R2, hold, and then walk it back. Boom, 3-pointer. Sometimes you'll get a step back if you mistime it. Like, see, look, if I do that. Okay, no, I suck at mistiming it, bro. I've been doing this for too long. I can't force it, but if you mistime it, you will get a step back, like a like this type of step back. Yeah, you'll get that. If you mistime it, you'll get that. So just be careful. Which also creates space. Actually, you could do KD and do that, and then boom. Matter of fact, I just put something in my bag too. KD, boom. Might work. Now, I'll be real. Out the KD, there's two types of walkbacks you can get. There's the crossover type of walkback, and there's that walkback I just showed you. So the walkback I showed you is like that, right? Which is a good walkback. Don't get it twisted. It's good. But there's a second walkback that you can get that looks a little something like that. You see that? You see how much swifter it is almost? So how you trigger that walk back is the moment you see the KD animation, depending on your ball hand, you want to try to trigger a crossover. Crossover, remember, if the ball is in you have to see the ball, the hand the ball is ending up in once you finish the KD go 2 shot. So after you finish the KD, if it's in your left, you want to go to 2 o'clock and do the crossover. So diagonally upright. See? But once you do the crossover, you get like you see, it's so fast. I think it's almost faster than Alonso. But depending on your ball, it's faster than the walk back, the full walk back. But depending on the hand the ball ends up in, you want to just do the crossover right after while pointing your other stick down like you're trying to walk back, and you will get that walk back I just showed you like 2 times. So boom, boom, boom. Look at that, it's so fast. We also have the Devin Booker step back, which is next. Now the D-Book step back, you already saw one variant where it's like this, right? Where we just point the right stick down to 6 o'clock, and that is the Devin Booker step back, you know. But there is also this Devin Booker step back, which is like a pullback. And you're essentially doing the same thing, it's just you're running now. So out of that, you can do the behind the back that we learned. You run out, and then do your behind the back chain into your Alonso, which are all pieces that you already know. So you flick both sticks diagonally down left if it's ending in your right hand, and then vice versa. So in this case, this is in my right, I flick to 5 o'clock, then do the Alonso, then do the Alonso ball crossover. You go up for a dunk, or you can do a hop step move. There's so many things you can do. I hope that that's really what you're catching from this, is that there are so many avenues that you can score off with these moves. Or off the Devin Booker step back, you could just shoot. See, it really is that simple. So you just separation, shoot. That move works crazy well. But yeah, those are a couple type of walkbacks, and those are the space creators I use. Next move is the Jimmy Butler escape. This is your classic left-right 2K cheesy move. You know what it is, man. It's easy to spam, but with this move, I would, and especially in the ones, I would not recommend spamming it. Your adrenaline goes down so fast, especially if you get bumped or something. So I'd use this move sparingly, maybe like once or twice, but not much more than that. But how you do it, so you hold R2. If the ball's in your right hand, you want to flick to 10 o'clock. The ball's in your left hand, 2, 10, 2, 10, 2, 10, 2, 10, 2. But you want to wait for the animation. So the moment you see that bounce, you can flick back. Bounce, 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 bounce. How you use it. Again, this is why I say you should only use it a couple of times, because if you remember before, I say that you should use it in chains. Now there's 2 different types of escapes that you get. You see, it's a much wider animation. You saw it, right? Don't spam it, hit it once or twice, make them respect it. That's it. So that's just something else they have to watch out for. I don't use the Jimmy that much, honestly. Now the final move, and this I'd argue is like the most efficient, is out of your triple threat. Okay, from your triple threat, what we're gonna learn is the walk back, the spin walk back, the spin walk back, or the spin Lonzo. Okay, so the first one I'm going to teach you, so I already taught you how to do that, is that's the walk back. The spin Lonzo looks a little bit more like this, 2 o'clock, let go, fade. So look, for the spin walk back, right? So boom, boom, so that's 10, 9 to 6 for the spin, and then walk back with the crossover. So the crossover would be, so to do the walk back, aim your left stick down to 6, and aim your right stick to do the crossover, just like we've been through. Boom, 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 shot. Then to do the second bit, which is the Lonzo, which I'm trying to tell you about, boom, same. I'm not going to keep explaining how to do this at this point. Boom, boom, spin, but this time you hold R2 and do the crossover. So boom, it works both ways, okay? You just want to hold R2 when you do the crossover. So you can select, bro, you can pick. If they're pressing up on you too high, go for the fade, right? Boom, Lonzo, fade. If they're now sitting back a little bit or they're expecting you to do that, you boom, boom, walk back. Easy shot. As a matter of fact, you can do that other step back that I showed you, that one, and you probably get just as open. You could do the other walk back and get just as open. I messed up that time. You keep choosing this left. Boom, see? There it goes. That's the Space Creators. We got the KD go-to shot, walk back, Jimmy escape, spin walk back, and each one gives you instant separation without wasting adrenaline. We got breakdowns now, okay? These are just like excess moves that kind of fuel your combos, okay? So first move is the momentum. This is just kind of a move that I feel like everyone should know to some degree. It's a spammable move, so you could just go left, right, left. You could just spam it left and right. So like this. I messed up. Yeah, you get the point. Now the thing with that move is that it eats a lot of adrenaline, so you need to use it more sparingly. I don't spam it. I do it maybe once and chain it into another move like that, or like this, you know, just anything else. I don't. If you notice, like Jimmy Butler, for example, or this move is in. I don't think these are moves you should spam just because of toll on stamina. Okay, so now you have just about every move you could need to score, right? Just about everything. And I'm actually, you know, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna put up gameplay clips of every move that I do so you can see it's not BS. You let me know if I missed anything. If you think anything's missing, I can help you out. You know what I mean? Let me know. I'm gonna get on it for y'all. Love y'all. Peace.